Dan Pena. This dude is literally the only entrepreneur I know worth billions who is probably close or around the age of Warren Buffett. Now, he's probably the second oldest guy, but his business tips are first class to none. I'm here to expose some. One of the most brilliant minds this era has ever seen. This guy is very smart. He knows how to run a business successfully, and he can also do it very, very professionally. He is a no-nonsense entrepreneur who has amassed over a fortune of $50 billion. His tough love teaching strategy doesn't go down well with everyone, however, but it is hard to argue with someone how to be successful who's really, really successful. We're going to be showing you guys some of his tips, some of his business tips on success in finding your own life, on how to professionally and entrepreneurial thinking wise do it the right way. So be on the lookout for this video on all of his tips. Don't skip a single second, because that skip second could be the difference between you actually succeeding in life off of these tips or just pretty much epically failing in them. Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to The Wealthy. My name is JT. I'm your host today. I'm bringing you this awesome video. Make sure before today's video loads up to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, let us know in the comment section down below if you did subscribe. That way you could be entered in this month's subscriber giveaway, where we shout out one lucky viewer who subscribes, comments down below saying they subscribed, and turns our post bell notifications on. I'm proud to bring this video to y'all about Dan Pena. He's a very smart entrepreneur, and you guys are going to absolutely love today's video on him. So without further ado, let's get into the 9 business tips from Dan Pena. Well, our first tip from Mr. Pena himself is practice success before you are successful. You have to act like someone who's already operating at a high level. It's your first day of business and you're unprepared. This does not want to be the case right here. Whether it's your first day of opening a business, then put on a suit and speak as though you've been doing this for 10 years. Confidence is key. You don't want to enter the work reins without confidence. It doesn't matter what happened in high school. It doesn't even matter what happened in college. If you're a loser, if no one talked to you, it doesn't matter. You can't let that hold you back. You have to talk as if none of that stuff in the past has happened, and literally talk as if you're the richest person in the world, as if you're Jeff Bezos, who is the richest person in the world, in fact, in the flesh. You gotta have that type of confidence. Obviously, having money makes it easy to talk to people. I mean, literally, you have nothing to lose, really. You have big fortunes, and nobody's gonna look down to you if you have that money. But still, you don't have all that money. Chances are if you're watching this video, you haven't been as successful in life as you wanted to, and that's fine. Pena says make sure to practice success, however, because once you get to that point of success to where you're making 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures even, or even you get to the rare billion club, you want to make sure you ultimately make that money walk and talk. Don't just walk the walk the talk, if you guys get what I'm saying. You got to make sure you practice success. Very important step in being successful. Very important business tip in life. It doesn't matter if you're, a business person or if you're just an everyday dad working a 9 to 5. You gotta make sure you talk with confidence. People can pick up on fear, and that's not what you want them to do. So make sure you ultimately act like you're the most successful person in the world, and I promise you more and more people are going to respect you. You're going to get all the attention from people, and it's going to be good, necessary attention. Here we have follow what you're passionate about. If you don't do something that you're passionate about, then you'll simply quit when things get rough. If you find that you're passionate in selling shoes, go ahead and make a business out of that. If you find you're passionate of doing music, go ahead and make a business out of that. It doesn't matter what you're passionate about, as long as you find that passion and you're always determined to do better in it. For example, say you have a passion in basketball. You want to open a basketball sports store up where you sell basketball shoes, basketball equipment, basketball clothes, all that stuff. Well, if you end up not having the money and you need to work a couple extra odd jobs to do it, fine, so do it then. Now, those jobs you may be unpassionate about, and this is where the loophole comes in. You may argue, well, if you're working those extra jobs for money and you hate them, then you're pretty much telling us to quit. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying make sure that those jobs you're doing to work the ultimate business so you guys can follow your dreams, you're successful in, but you want to make sure you keep the same passion that you would if you were working in that basketball business. Think of it like this. Every time you hate the extra odd job you're doing, think of why you're doing it, what road of success you're trying to get put on, because that ultimately is going to make or break the person you become later on in life. And it's very important too. I would not suggest doing something and trying to make a career out of it if you're not passionate about it, because then, like I said, when Pena ultimately states the times get rough, you're simply just not going to persevere and push through it. You got to make sure you understand what you're passionate about. Me personally, it's YouTube, playing video games, reaching a broader audience, entertaining people. I love doing that stuff. So when I'm feeling tired or I just don't feel like working, I ultimately look at my later on down the road goal, and I try to always have a goal that I quite haven't reached yet. So if I reach that later on down the road goal, it's not going to be my main goal anymore. It's going to be something different that I haven't reached yet that I'm working towards. So make sure you inquire that into your thought process whenever you're working. A lot of people I see are working 9 to 5s and are very miserable. Don't be that person. Lastly, we have surround yourself with great people. Your team is very, and I mean very, crucial to your success. You can't do everything yourself, and you don't have all the answers to yourself. Allow others to carry some of the burden. Make sure the weight is equally distributed, if not even distributed a little bit more on your shoulders, but at least some people are in the race with you. You always see these type of horse races. The Kentucky Derby comes around every year. And sure, it's cool, but I guarantee you, if we knew what those horses were thinking, they wish they can have some other horses distributing the weight and carrying it. So I promise you they'd go a lot faster, and they would work better as a team. Even though it's an individual race for horses, that's not how you want to look at life. You want to always make sure you have partners in there who are counting on you. They're relying on you for your success and your hard work to make sure they're successful. And it should be an equal, weight room. You should not just have one person carrying the whole team. That's just not how it should work. You should have everyone putting in an equal or greater amount of work, slightly greater, I should say. That way the team can function correctly. If you do this, you are going to be successful down the road. Well, guys, that is it for today's video. This is JT here with The Wealthy signing off. And as always, see you guys later.